All right, welcome to everybody around the world, and welcome to my subscribers. So, just a quick channel message here. As any of my subscribers will know, I've been here teaching on YouTube, non monetized across all of my channels for a total of 8 years now. This channel here, even if this is the only channel you've been familiar with, nonetheless, I have done all that I can, almost every day, devoting hours of my time to doing Bible studies so that I can make videos and teachings and so forth. I've worked tirelessly for not a penny at all. And I've also even got my 2 books published around the world on Amazon, the Systematic Theology and the End Days Proofs book. And I've taught so much on the same thing so many times, I feel like I'm always repeating myself. I really have done all that I can. I won't give up, of course, I'll keep going, but it's just gotten to the point now because of the way YouTube works with the parameters and policies and how it works that it's not like the good old days where you cannot even find my videos on YouTube, even using the search function. It is almost impossible to find them. Even if you put like the titles in the search field, you cannot find my videos. So even though I'm doing all that I can to get the teachings out there, nobody's going to even find them. I mean, even if people knew what they wanted to search for, like the topics that I talk about, the very unique topics that nobody else talks about, it's almost impossible to find them on YouTube. And I can't change YouTube. It's just the way that it works now. Back in the day, the search results will go by what the title of the video is and search tags and such, right? But nowadays it requires likes, shares, reposts, and things like that in order to go up in the search results. I mean, I always test this, but it seems like it's getting worse. I mean, I tried yesterday to search for some of the key topics that I teach about that I probably have like 50 to 100 videos on roughly, and they didn't even turn up in the search results. So people out there in the world who need to hear this message, who want to hear this message, who may have even heard about it and are trying to find it, they cannot find it. It's almost impossible for them to find it. And there's nothing more that I can do. I made so many, I got new software, I got a new computer, new microphone, new everything to enhance everything, and I've made shorts with images and music and this and that there to raise awareness, to help, advertise my teachings and my channel essentially. And I can't say it hasn't worked. It has worked to the degree that it has, but there's nothing more that I can do. Whether I make a fancier looking video is not going to make a scrap of difference, because the only way that my videos will show up in the YouTube search results is if the videos that I have made get liked, shared, subscribed, and reposted and all of that. So please, I have over 1,000 subscribers. If each of you go and help, by liking the videos, I'm not asking you to go out there and like and share stuff if you don't like it, right? Genuinely, if there's something that you like, one of my videos, one of my teachings, but you haven't liked it yet, you know what I mean? Please go out and like it. If the 1,000 subscribers go out and do that, that will help tremendously, even if it's just one like each. Okay? And I'm not asking for anything unfair, only if you like the video. I don't want to be, unethical in this here. Okay? But please also make an effort, if each of you just share one of my video teachings. I would advise people, don't spam it out there, you know what I mean? Just do it with like one or a few. That way it keeps everything more kosher, right? So if you could like, you're already subscribed, but you know what I mean? If you can like it, you know what I mean? If you can like some of the videos, if you can share some of the videos, if you can repost whatever the terminology is on your channel, or talk to your friends and get them put on their channel. If you know somebody with a big YouTube channel or a medium-sized YouTube channel, please talk to them. You know what I mean? That's the only way that this is going to change. Nothing else that I can possibly do will make a difference now. And I unfortunately have watched my videos slowly disappear almost entirely from YouTube search results. Even myself, like I know I made a video on a topic, I go search for it, I can't even find it on YouTube. with the search results. So I really need your help here. If you believe in my teachings and in this mission to help spread this theological truth to the world, to the churches, to the Christians, to the non-Christians, the only way this message, this true gospel is going to get out there is with your help as well. We're all a community here. I am not an important and special person just because I'm doing these teachings, but it's a community, and there's a person talking and there's people listening. We're all together in this, and to help spread, the true teaching, the true theology of Christianity for the world to hear, and it really needs your help. So I urge everybody, please, if you're one of my subscribers, please go do those things. It doesn't cost you anything. And again, all of my channels, including this one, are non-monetized. I know I made a video recently saying that I would have to monetize my channels because YouTube's putting ads on non-monetized channels, which means that other people are profiting off of your hard work. Luckily, that has dipped down a bit, and I haven't noticed it happening a lot lately, so maybe they backed off of that. If that continues or gets worse, I will definitely have to monetize my channels to protect my own content. But nonetheless, for now, everything is still non-monetized. I've never asked money from anybody ever. Even when people offered me money, I've refused it. And I recommend as well. I mean, the video teachings and my books are equally as important. Arguably, the books are more important, especially the systematic theology. If you haven't gotten a copy of these books yet, I urge you to go to Amazon and get a copy of these books. This book here is only $23. This book here is only $11.11. You could get both books for like $33. That's absolutely it. Okay, that is pretty cheap. A lot of books out there are in that price range anyways, right? In case you don't know, systematic theologies are actually quite expensive. They might be between 400 pages up towards 800 pages, but systematic theologies typically cost hundreds of dollars. My systematic theology is only about half the size of an average systematic theology. As I describe it, I purposely made it concise and this and that there, and it's only $23, right? Some people might wonder, oh, you would sell more books if you lower the price. Not really. This is actually very fairly priced. And even for a book of its size, irregardless of it being a theology, it is a fair price for the book. I mean, the lowest I could drop it is a few more dollars down, but it's a systematic theology, and you can't devalue something like that by dropping the price too low. People go out there and spend hundreds on systematic theologies for theologies that are actually apostate, but nonetheless, people want to spend hundreds of dollars on systematic theologies because the price represents the hard work and dedication that went into it. This book is the product of 20 years study, okay? Took an immense amount of study for 20 years. It took an immense amount of physical work to write the book, a lot of work and effort to get it published. I thank God for it is a miracle that my two books here got published, right? So I don't think it's going to do any service at all to lower the price. If I lower the price, people are going to look at it and think, oh, $20 or $18 for a systematic theology, it can't be any good. Why should I bother getting that? You know what I mean? So $23 is still very cheap for a systematic theology. And at the end of the day, you can't put a price on your salvation. I can't telepathically communicate things to people around the world. It's either going to be for my video teachings or my books. And I've done all that I can. So on another note, I will be putting out some new editions of my books. This one here won't have a new edition, but I'll have follow-up books, probably just one to start with. I've already been working on them, got lots of material already written, just to further talk about these things. The second book won't be a systematic theology, but it will be theology, okay? And this book here, I will be doing a new edition of. There is one slight error. It doesn't disprove any of the things I talk about. Very slight error. It actually works more in favor for what I talk about. It's got to do with the 6,000 years. So I'll be making a new edition to just correct that one little tiny thing there, and to revise the title, obviously, if nothing happens in 2024. But like I've always said, the prophecies within this book, okay, stand the test of time. They've all been fulfilled, confirmed by history. There is no way that it is not happening imminently. And whatever, it didn't happen in 2023, but like I always said, it could happen in 2024. if it doesn't happen in 2024, it could still very well happen in 2025. If it doesn't happen in 25, it could happen in 26. The whole point of the thing is that it's imminent based on the biblical prophecies. So I'm only saying this because maybe some people are thinking, oh, well, you are wrong about this. No, the prophecies are not wrong. Okay, the prophecies are not wrong. And if we're talking about a wiggle room of a couple years for whatever silly reason it might be, that is not the end of the world. These prophecies have to be true because everything in history confirmed them. Okay, so there is validity to this 100%, even if nothing happens in 2024. Anybody who's read the book will know that, right? But I urge everybody, please. And the other way that you can help, if you get the books, is to share them. Lend a copy to somebody, or even buy a copy for somebody. It'd be easier just lend a copy, right? Ask for it back if you want it back. Because, well, A, you can't photocopy the material and hand it out. It's got international copyright. But that way there, it'll help spread the message out. The other important thing is something that I'm asking other people to do as well, is to take the systematic theology to a local church and very peacefully and calmly try to explain it to them. Okay? Or just lend them the book and say, please read this. Don't put it down until you've read it from front to cover. They could read the whole thing in a day. If they're slow readers, a couple days. Okay? I have to do that, but I know that if I take my teachings to a local church here, I'm going to be turned away. And I'm sure that everybody else will feel the same way too. I live in a very small place, right? A lot of other people live in these big, gigantic countries. If you can go drop a book off, a copy, even if just lending it to a local church and ask for it back after a week or a few weeks, that you give them to study it or whatever, that will do a tremendous help, because all it's going to take on YouTube, all it's going to take is a big channel to stumble across my videos, probably by accident, and then promote them. And once that happens, then I could hit it big in terms of viewership. This is not so that I can make money. I'm non-monetized, right? However, that's YouTube. That may never happen. I've been on here for years and no big channel has ever promoted what I talk about. Okay. However, in terms of the books, and arguably the books are more important, right? That's like the raw deal, the raw matter, the raw thing. If the books get taken to a church instead of just individuals, let's say a church might have 100 members or 1,000 members. They might have international, connections to other churches in the same denomination. And if you could change one church leader's opinion, right, by showing them the systematic theology, they will feel that compulsion inside to spread the truth like I did, right? I pioneered all these studies in the systematic theology, which I now dub expiatory Unitarianism, but it's only going to spread if people help like that there. I'm only one person. I can only do so much, and I've done all that I can. But anyways, I thank you all for everything that you have done for me, for being subscribers, for liking, and everything that you have done. I thank you for helping me and promoting me and supporting me and giving me help and advice at times. All the things that you've all done, especially my very close and loyal subscribers. Thank you very much. I've got to get going because I'll be late. But anyways, I really need your help in this here. It's not about money whatsoever. Okay? I'm not those people who make money off of YouTube. And by the way, in case you don't know, you need to make millions of views on YouTube before you start really getting anything in terms of paychecks. Any YouTuber will tell you that. Medium-sized YouTube channels make pennies on their videos, right? If you want to make dollars on your videos, you got to have loads of traffic. I'm not looking for that. In all raw honesty, and I'm not trying to offend God, I don't want to have millions of views. You know why? Because I don't want my face out there across the world. A lot of people might have problems with my teachings, especially from other religions. If you're familiar with my teachings, you would understand why. But also the hate from other Christians. I get a lot of hate from fellow Christians now, and I have for 8 years. It would only be worse if I had millions of views. So, but it's important that the whole world hear this message. Hopefully the ice will break and the message will reach somebody big who has a bigger voice to spread it. And hopefully they do the right and honorable thing and give me credit, as is due. But hopefully that will happen one day. And the only way that will happen is, like I said. But anyways, take care, folks, and God bless. Thank you.